beaten enough.
One of the girls right now slapped you. What would you do?
I'm going to uppercut her.
You're gonna fight a woman?
If she hits me, yes. If you can hit a man, you can get hit like a man.
I just told y'all there's virtually no reason why I should ever be putting his hands on you.
Where you at,
When
Berto?
did smacking your partner become a trend? YouTube, pay attention. Viewer advisory. The following clips are shown for analyzing and are not meant to promote violence. I have to read this out loud because YouTube likes to play games. It's for analyzing purposes only, not to promote violence, YouTube. Not to promote violence. No violence is being promoted in this video, only analyzing. Got it? That means no demonetization, no taking videos down. For analyzing purposes only. All right, now that we got that out of the way.
Beating on men.
Y'all knock on wood.
Hands on men. Y'all really think that that's funny? A lot of y'all ain't been beat back.
Beat boys. Beats that boy.
I'm not the friend that you call when your man is acting up, because I'm going to tell you to put your hands on him.
Just saw a girl hit her boyfriend.
How do you feel about this, chat? Equal fights, equal rights? How do y'all feel about this? I'll let y'all know my thoughts in a minute.
It's hard watching others live your dream.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but sometimes a man does need to be beat. 2026, men, we get beat.
The way a lot of y'all is normalizing domestic violence is really scary to me.
One of the worst things that can happen in a relationship is surprise being repackaged and resurfacing on the internet as something, I kid you not, #relatable, #funny, and #trending. Yes, domestic violence is trending on social media, and I wish I could say it was because we fast forwarded to October and it was Domestic Violence Awareness Month, but no, we are currently in the time where people are loudly and proudly coming online and taking a stand for it.
Men.
A lot of men are very audacious.
Because they don't get beaten enough.
Now, before we get into this video, I do want to give a quick viewer advisory. I will be blurring all physical acts of violence to make this video easier to sit through, but we will be talking about DV, and if that's triggering for you, please click off this video. I try to make my platform a cozy corner, but not all important conversations can be cozy. So I understand if this video is not your cup of tea, and I will see you in the next one. But if you are staying, welcome to the Girl Talk you didn't know you needed. Now, I'm not saying you have to subscribe, back to a time when this wasn't a trend, okay? It was a secret.
I wouldn't let anybody know. In fact, when it all did come out, everybody was very surprised because when I had the black and blues and that, I didn't go out. I didn't go any place.
But he would have such control not to hit me in the face, so that way no one would know. It was a big secret, and
that's when you know he really a terrible person, because it's like, I know I'm not supposed to be moving like this. I know that, you know, this is wrong, but I'm gonna do it anyway in private and make sure that it's like nobody can see, so I can keep manipulating. That's a different level. It's them roid, like, all of it's bad, but them niggas that be on that, like, just crashing out and getting mad, blacking out, that's one thing. They got anger issues. Them other dudes, they got anger issues, but they really kind of in control for real. It's like they manipulate into a different level.
He could keep it that way.
I tried to cover up for years. I tried to cover up for having to go in with the black eye and make an excuse that it was the footballer, it was walking into the door. You know, the covering up is the worst, I feel.
Domestic violence was something that dangerously thrived because of silence, and it was everywhere, happening to men and women all around the world, but it lived behind closed doors, in neighborhoods where everyone minded their business because legally it was allowed.
If you go back to, say, the 1960s, what you would find is that intervention by police officers in cases involving intimate partner violence was pretty rare. That oftentimes the men, and at that time we were only talking about men as perpetrators of violence, were told to take a walk around the block. But the police training manuals of the time actually said, don't intervene, these are domestic cases.
Back in the early 1900s, the law and law enforcement, they didn't see domestic violence as abuse. It was a private marital matter, which meant whatever happened between you and your spouse and in your household was not their crime to care about, especially if they didn't see it happen for themselves.
Open up, it's the police. Now you're gonna pay. Pay fucking goddamn. Get him out of here. Get the fucking
Calm down. Take it easy. All right.
Damn. Grabbed her ass like she did something.
Okay, get him out of here.
Get out of here.
Fresh here. Take it easy.
He's crazy. He doesn't know what he's doing.
All right, he seems to be all right. You want us to take him down to emergency?
Oh, I just want him locked up.
Well, ma'am, now I can't do that.
What?
Unless the crime is committed in our presence.
Do you mean you can't arrest a man when he's beating up a woman?
Not unless we see him do it.
This position of power the husband had was because he was the head of the household, and back in that era, being the head of the house, making all the money, and basically owning all legal rights to your wife. Because let's not forget, women weren't considered independent individuals until the 1970s. That means while the police enforce no laws, the aggressor could enforce anything on their family.
A husband is kind of king of the household. He is the person with legal rights. And then societal attitudes and also often police procedures that turned a blind eye towards domestic violence. You know, many people would say, well, you know, you need to stay with your husband. Well, what are you doing to provoke this? You know, ministers might have this attitude, neighbors, domestic abuse, you know, it's a family matter.
So what did a lot of women do? Well, a lot of them tried to leave, of course, but with no support from the system and nowhere else to run. And then on top of that, they probably had babies and children.
Before we get back into the video, if you're in need of some easy free money, there's this app called Free Cash where they pay you money to play their video games. If you click the link in the description or scan my QR code on the screen, you'll be able to download the app and choose which games you want to play that are actually fun to make easy free money, bro. These apps are paying people to test out their games, so that's just how the system works, so you can make this free easy money. I'll show you guys right here. Plenty of people are telling me they're making an easy 5, 10, 20, some even hundreds of dollars extra a month. It's all transparent, it's not a scam, and they really do pay you the money through methods like PayPal, gift cards, whatever you need to cash out, they got you. So if you need the extra money and you like video games, click the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen and get yourself some free extra money. Let's get right back into the video.
That factor was held over their heads at any mention of walking out that door.
You don't want me to go to school, do you?
I want you to stay at home where you belong.
I don't have to take this. I'll leave you first.
Wait just a minute. You calm down. You're not in any position to make any impulsive decisions.
Oh, no. I'm taking Stevie and I'm leaving.
No way. A boy Stevie's age needs his father. Ask any judge. I know, I'm a lawyer, remember? You are my wife. Stevie is my son. And nothing you can say or do will change that. If you ever leave me again, I'll use every law in the books to make sure you never see Stevie again. You understand?
Fast forward to the 1970s, women were getting a bit more legal rights. They were told to fight back against male control, and that sparked a fire in them. But without a place to run, without their own money, the only thing women could retaliate with was death.
My dad was really punching her that night, really her up bad that night. And
my whole thing is like, what did niggas ever get out of this? What did you ever get out of this? Like, that's supposed to be your woman, your loving mother of your child. Like, how would you ever? Like, I'm over here in the mindset like I'm putting my life on the line from my queen. Why would she ever feel like her life is in danger with me? That don't make no sense. I'll say this, man. Men, I believe that there's virtually 99% never a reason why a man should ever really be putting his hand on a woman other than his life is in real danger. I'm talking about she swinging knives in your face, trying to take straps out and get you knocked off. Like, other than that, real shit, if you a man, in most cases, in my personal opinion, you should be able to defuse, you know, if it really comes to it, grab her up and defuse the situation, make sure she's able to calm down, and you should never really actually have to like do anything, honestly, where it's like causing her physical harm. But I will say this though. If you are a man and your girl is trying to attack you, put her hands on you and some more shit, defuse the situation, do everything you can to possibly get out of that situation without you having to, you know, retaliate and reciprocate that energy. But as soon as that situation's done, as a man, you need to get up and leave that woman, because that is a dangerous woman to be with. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff, and they're probably going to touch on it. A lot of times, though, it's like, oh, the man's the problem, the man's the problem, the man's the problem. I know there's some situations out there where because you're a man, you feel like, oh, it doesn't matter that my girl, be aggressive with me and Listen, brother, that means she don't got no respect for you and she's a loose cannon, and there might be a point where she pushed you a little bit too far and now you sitting there looking sad because you retaliated. So if you are a man and a woman is, pushing you to that point and pushing your buttons and I'm talking about slapping you up and making you feel a certain type of way because she don't know how to control her hands, I'm not saying that you should put it back. But what I am saying is you need to get up out of that situation, bro. That is not a good woman. She does not respect you. And, she got her own problems to go figure out. And I know you love her and but it ain't worth it. And then the obvious is on the flip side. Ladies, I just told y'all, there's virtually no reason why a nigga should ever, 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 ever be putting his hands on you. And the only reason I'm giving is that means you were the problem. That means you was trying to put your hands on him and you took it too damn far. His life was in danger. But other than that, that's how I'm moving, bro. I really don't think there's nothing else. I was trolling a little bit, equal fights, equal rights, but nah, like that shit. I mean, at the end of the day, if you a man and you are a man, there really should be no reason why you can't defuse a situation without it, being physical. And you should be in control of your emotions enough to like never really flash like that.
My mom decided she'd had enough. She put us in the car, went back in the house. Came back out in a rush, crying. All his kids are screaming. And I remember
so
looking
sad
back,
too how many girls think this shit's normal. I've talked to a lot of girls that, have opened up to me about, past situations or things that they've been in where they just they would get hit up on and they would just let it slide. Like they knew that it wasn't supposed to happen, but it's like they were so blinded by the love and the situation that they was just like, wow, this is normal, it's okay. And it's like, that shit's fucked. That's so crazy. No. But I already gave y'all the spill.
like this and seeing flames through the trees.
Francine Hughes burst into the guardhouse at the sheriff's office shouting, "I did it, I did it." What she'd done was her husband.
She poured gasoline under his bed and lit it.
She was driven to kill her husband by constant beatings during the 13 years they lived together.
No other trial that originated in the state of Michigan has received such widespread national attention as the Francine Hughes murder trial.
The burning bed case was one of the first DV cases that drew massive media attention to expose the legal system failures and shine light on the reality of it all.
Police were called all the time. And unless they saw Mickey actually striking Francine, which was highly unlikely, they would leave. And that happened many, many, many times.
When I say women were fighting back, y'all, they were fighting back. Prisons around that time were full of women who were really just serving life for taking their abusers. With all of this happening, the police officers
just reaching a breaking point, nah, fuck it, I'm getting it back in blood. This nigga gonna feel me. That's crazy.
Officers in courts, they heard this retaliation by death loud and clear. A much needed cultural shift was happening. Women were being justified. Yes, in many of these cases, they had to take a life to get theirs back. But in the end, these women weren't being punished anymore for being punished.
These women are in prison because of the process, not because of their cases, not because of the facts of their cases.
So I just wrote a simple letter asking the governor, we've been in prison for multiple years, we're abused women, we've suffered, we are offenders, but we're victims, and everybody signed it. And before I knew it, there was this big, wow.
We need all our sisters home. Our families are missing their
mothers, their daughters.
So back then, women weren't violent because they wanted power. They had no protection, and their fight was about survival.
Yeah, they reached their breaking point.
But over time, that started to shift, and the tone around aggression became a bit casual. Around the early 2000s, a lot of kids were basically taught that one playground rule that I feel like messed a lot of people up in the heads. You know the phrase, if they hit you, it means they like you.
Do you know why that little boy did those things and said those things?
Damn, when you really think about it, it's like, bro, that's why parenting is so important. But even this, like, you would look at this in the moment and feel like it's so harmless and try to like flip it into a positive thing. But these be the subtle shit that brainwash little girls and guys into thinking shit like this is cool. Like, no. It really need to be no. Don't put you. It's no. That nigga don't like you. He put his hands on you. That's a problem. This is crazy. It really be the little details from a young age that can flip the whole psychology. It's bad.
It's because he likes you.
Whoever conjured up the lie to tell little girls, oh, when he hits you, he likes you. Why were you setting women up for failure? Huh?
I don't know if it was because from decades of treating violence as private or expected, that opened the door for later generations to grow up confusing the message around love and conflict. I don't know. But teaching a child that aggressive behavior means someone loves you, that's never going to end well. And as the world got a bit more modern, it started to prove that.
If your boyfriend hits you or beats you up, stay with him. He loves you.
All right, this bitch is rage baiting.
Because he's risking for you to press charges on him, calling the police. A guy that's willing to do that for a girl, it's amazing.
Do you really believe that, or are you just goofing on everybody?
I really do believe that. Like, I get a lot of messages on my social media asking me for advice, and a lot of girls are like, I look up to you, and I feel like I'm an inspiration to them. They feel the same way.
We went from many women enduring violence, fighting against that violence, just to teach kids that violence means
shit
love.
Gotta be fake. Oh, I guess not. We've already seen a lot of situations where that's not the case.
He was doing all the things. He was chasing, he was following me, chasing me, trying to pretend he was biting me, and he yelled at my face, he yelled at my ears, and he bring my body parts, he yelled at my face.
What?
And he spit on my face.
You know, a lot of the times when boys do that and they act like that, it's because they like you.
And I truly feel like that message right there put it in the heads of many people that putting your hands on your partner wasn't shameful anymore. It was just a part of the relationship.
This is my brother. No, they not. Because I'm not. What are you talking about?
It's not about you.
It is because you my what you talking about?
It's not about you.
So watch your mouth.
If we want to be honest, the way these couples just casually discuss this may make a lot of you say, hey, it's just a joke. But where did we get to this point in a relationship where this is a joke?
Y'all talk so much shit. And now I understand why men used to come home and beat their wives. I understand now. I'm starting to understand that. I really am.
I had to mute the song for copyright reasons, but she's just slapping him to the beat of the song, you know, casual jokes and casual comments like he's right where he wants to be and petition for us to start beating our boyfriends more.
Huh?
Modern media has reframed assault into something playful and toxic, which we all know a lot of people love. You'll see casual acts of unprovoked violence.
We chasing that
Oh, no.
And that alone has made a lot of people desensitized to it. And obviously so, because there's even a trend for the perpetrators to just come online and proudly admit to something they should not take pride in.
What do the women that beat men look like? I hear so much about them, but what do they look like so I know how to avoid them? You feel what I'm saying?
One thing that I've noticed though is like, let me be careful how I speak, because I was about to say something, and realistically, the reality is, it's just, I've just never been in that situation. I've just never been in a situation where a woman has like hit me, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's the way I'm moving. Maybe I know how to pick them, but I can't even say that because, you know, I've ran into some toxic women in other areas, but, you know, to a degree, I guess I just wonder, is there any responsibility on the man to, like, I guess, not, you know what I mean? Like, just not go for X, Y, and Z. Like, where I just don't think I've even been in a situation, like, I've been in a situation where women have told me they hit other men, and then when they dealing with me, it just never happened, because I just feel like, I'm like, hey, I'm not going for that. And they know I'm not going for that. But I don't know. I don't want to project a selfish point of view, because I've just never been through that. And I don't know how I don't know. What I do know is my morals and my principles. And I already told y'all that, how I would handle that. There's no situation where I'd ever retaliate unless my life was in danger. But genuinely, you know, I'm not going to sit here and act like in a relationship, you guys don't, you know, play fight, play tussle, you know, joke around, but it's just like there's boundaries, and you know the difference. Like, you know the difference though. But I don't know, man. I'm very curious to hear y'all feedback and y'all stories on this and how y'all feel about it. Like, because on one hand, if it's negative, why are we even playing with it? You know what I mean? But then on the other hand, we've been in relationships before. We've been in situations where, you know, we joke and tease, and your girl want to get strong on you, and it's so clearly innocent. But should we not be doing that because it promotes a certain energy? How do y'all feel? I'm honestly a little conflicted there, because, you know, moments like that, when I think about them, they're cute and they're fun. And, you know, I'm sure some of these girls getting on TikTok are thinking it's cute and well, that I think is lame. Getting on the internet and, you know, promoting oh yeah, that's lame. But take a step back. It's like some of these, they trying to make it cute and fun, but it's shit like this that can brainwash and influence other women into thinking that it's okay. So it just shouldn't be done in general, almost, for real.
What do the women that beat men look like?
Hey, how you doing? My name is Brittany Monique. I ain't confessing the but you know what's going on.
I'm gonna say something that you're probably gonna have to wrap your head around, and you may not agree and you may not like the sound of it, but just hear me out. Y'all remember earlier when we talked about that much needed cultural shift, when women had no other option but to fight back, and the justice system finally started listening? Well, once that shift made fighting back more justified, over time, the look of fighting back started looking different, especially online. It seemed like some people started branding hitting men as empowerment. Almost like, yes, take the power back, but go ahead and knock that man out in the...
This is why I don't fuck with like that feminist shit, bro. Y'all get an inch and take a mile. Like, yes, we are happy that you guys are moving the way you're supposed to be moving now. Like, now y'all niggas trying to get revenge for some shit that y'all personally didn't even go through. We not supposed to, like, what?
Process.
So I recently started a business where I beat men. So you are in a violent relationship. This boyfriend is trying to scam you. You're confused about him. He's cheating on you. He's beating you up. Wake me up at midnight to beat a man. Please, give me the opportunity. So I have a goal. In all this, I have a goal. I want to be able to beat at least 1,000 men by 2027. Do you understand? I'm literally going to punish men, for sure.
And it's such a controversial but also touchy topic, because I would never intervene with a victim standing up to their abuser or someone stepping in to help a victim. Not to mention, sometimes God uses other people to make examples out of the wicked. But What we're seeing online.
Yeah, but the reality is if you in that situation, and I think it's harder than that. People are gonna be mad at me saying that, oh, Berto, it's not that easy, just get up and go. But that's what you gotta do though. It's like motherfuckers asking for help too late, and I understand the trauma of it all. I understand that it's not just this black and white thing, because emotions are involved. Emotions, like you love this person, but like this person's no good for you. Y'all gotta be able to analyze the situation, be like, hey, bro, this is wrong. I'm not supposed to be going through this. Get up and go. Because you sitting there taking it or trying to get other people involved and try to get your revenge and you get back. It's like, then it gets messy. Now you fuck around. You see, now you in handcuffs. And you don't get the justice. It's like, when you in this situation, you see any signs of this, bro, people gonna show you exactly who they are, bro. When you see the red flags and people show you what they got going, listen, get up and go, regardless of how you feeling about them.
That's not justice. I don't understand how that's justice. This push to fight back is sending the wrong message to people who were never in danger to begin with. And all of a sudden, we're supposed to beat men just because they disrespected us.
Beat him. Put your hands on him. I'm not the friend that you call when your man is acting up, because I'm going to tell you to put your hands on him.
I feel like for any relationship to work,
and I just have to say this. I'm sorry. Again, I already gave y'all my true thoughts and opinions. But you take that woman's advice and that nigga retaliate and reciprocate that energy. Now motherfuckers are confused. Girls like that actually piss me off, because it's just like there's actually girlfriends in the friend group, I'm sure, that are whispering that bullshit in a female's ear, like, and then they gonna point and be confused if a nigga were to retaliate. It's fucked up, bro.
the man has to be scared of the woman just a little
Scared?
bit. It ain't even got to get domestic. But sometimes you gotta slap the shit out of her. Sometimes you gotta do that.
You sit up and act like you're an advocate for DV and how you're so against men putting their hands on women, and then you'll turn around and fix your mouth to joke and brag about the fact that you are hitting men unprovoked.
What should have just been self-defense is now basically abuse and just putting your hands on someone in the name of empowerment. And this also opened the door for men to be more comfortable in their wrongdoings too. If a man hits a woman, it's just toxic love. He's just putting his girl in place and being masculine.
What's something toxic that you like?
Being a little abusive. When he get real jealous, when he see me talking to another boy, he take it out on me. So
Hey, what's something toxic that you like?
when my man choke me out when we arguing.
But since when?
Sheesh. Again, I understand the little spice in the bedroom, but like that's two different things. Is it choking you out when he's digging you out, or choking you out while you arguing? Because choking you out while you arguing can look like this. Shut the fuck up, you stupid. That's a completely different energy. Now you. Wait, that's not okay. You like that? Yeah, something's wrong with you in the brain. You might need to go sit down somewhere, because that's odd.
Did abusive behaviors equal masculinity? If he's aggressive and violent, that's just him being manly. But truth be told, it's actually him just being a threat.
Yeah, I see why back in the day used to come home and beat the shit out they wife, bro. Yeah, like, baby, these bills stressing me out. They keep piling up. I don't make enough. The job stress me out itself. You stress me out. Taxes eating up my check.
And y'all don't understand how heartbreaking.
That nigga, somebody check in on him. That nigga got a problem.
It is to see all these videos I'm showing have hundreds and thousands of likes and comments. And even as I was writing this script for my video, I was thinking about putting like a nuanced line about how a lot of people find this funny and, oh, you know, like people can see this as a joke. But then I was just like, screw that. Like, why should I have to justify this just because some people see it as a playful joke?
Yeah.
None of this is funny. I can't help but feel this pit in the bottom of my stomach because I'm thinking about the people that have actually been in a violent relationship. I'm thinking about the victims that really aren't heard when they speak out. For example, let's say men who go through this.
Society has got a long way to go, and I think that there are probably a lot of men out there who are suffering in silence and are too ashamed.
I was almost 6 foot tall.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing when it comes with niggas. Like, they be like, no, I'm a man. I shouldn't be going through this. But that's why I said, y'all, like, the first sign of a woman putting their hands on you, like, you just need to get up and leave. There's no shame in it. It's just protecting your peace. Like, nah, like, I'm not trying to go through this. Because I think when you stay, that's when the shame start to kick in. Because you a nigga and you want to, you know, be respectful and not, you know, put your hands on her and whatever. But she doing it to you. So now you feel like a bitch, for real. You feel like a hoe. And now you stuck in this shell and don't know what to do. But you just got to get up and go, bro. You got to get up and go. She do not love you and care about you like that if that's the position she's putting you in. Period.
Well, my wife was 5'4", and if I went and told anybody that my wife was assaulting me, they wouldn't believe me.
I'm thinking about the huge amount of men online who joke about this, further adding on to the stigma being that men can't actually be physically harmed by women, and men love being with feisty girls that can beat the hell out of them.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but sometimes a man does need to be beat. Sometimes a man needs to fear his woman, scared at the fact that when he gets—
You don't look like you've ever even been with a woman, brother. Relax.
Home, he's getting a frying pan stuffed up his ass.
You're a little
I'm sorry.
Hey, stop. That's not okay.
I'm sorry. Did I ask you to help me?
No, but I saw you were in harm, so I thought I would help you.
You thought nothing. Look down at my pants. Does it look like I don't want this?
All I'm saying is, it just further adds to the narrative that men are supposed to enjoy this. So whenever they do come forward with serious accusations, it'll be the same old, same old.
What do the women that beat men look like?
She was just beating my ass like 10 minutes ago.
What do the women that beat men look like?
I show you. Hi, baby, I love you.
Oh.
Like that.
This discourse on social media has caused a lot of back and forth and think pieces. One that we've all heard before is that women can put their hands on men, but men can't put their hands on women.
So someone come and slap you right now, what would you do?
I'm going to fight.
A girl right now, one of the girls right now slapped you, what would you do?
I'm going to uppercut her.
You're gonna fight a woman?
If she hits me, yes. If you can hit a man, you can get hit like a man.
Again, I'm not going for the disrespect, but if a woman were to, I don't know, bro, because it's like I don't even want to say certain shit and then people think that's like how I'm going. It's just, I just feel like I'm defusing. I'm defusing way before it even gets there. But yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, if I feel like my life is in danger, then all bets are off the table. If I don't feel like my life is in danger, you know, I'll play it player. I'll play it player.
I'm sorry.
But I'm not mad at Deshae for saying what he's saying. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a grown man. I'm living my life. And you just get out your body and you just hung. Don't be confused when the motherfuckers start seeing stars now.
In my opinion, just leads people to take abuse less seriously, depending on who it happens to and just overall.
If you hit a man, like you full on as hard as you can, do you think that he should be allowed to hit you back?
I think that men should not hit women. Yeah, even if a girl hits you as hard as they can.
What about, is it wrong for the girl?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my God, brain cells fry. It's like, okay, you say what you say, but then you're like, no, it's not wrong for her to do it. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Overall, abuse is abuse, no matter whose hands it's in. And the fact that it's been normalized and turned into a quirky trend is very telling.
The way a lot of y'all is normalizing domestic violence is really scary to me. The amount of women and men who are justifying domestic violence is weird. Ain't no relationship perfect. I am a firm believer in it. But it shouldn't be physical.
So if you're in a violent situation that you feel like you can't get out of, please know that you are not alone. You do not have to go through that, and you should not let somebody feel like you deserve to go through that, because you do not. I'm going to leave a...
Yeah, y'all will zoom in on this right here. Y'all tap in if this is what your situation's looking like. W video. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, bro. Like, again, I gave y'all my thoughts. This is a touchy subject, and, you know, I don't want to come off as insensitive because I know that people are really dealing with X, Y, and Z, but it's like, don't. I know it's easier said than done, but the real 100% answer is don't. Man or female, if you are in a situation like this, get out. I don't care what the stakes are. I don't care what's involved, family, kids. It don't matter. You're not supposed to deal with that. You don't need to deal with that. Leave. And the sooner, the better. Because what happens is you stay, you get more attached. Shit, the person that's doing the harm to you gets more attached, and it only gets stickier and worse over time. And that's when it gets real damn dangerous. But love y'all, appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. I'm very curious to hear y'all feedback on this one.
Where you at, Berto?